What's good, everybody? It's the Clown and Cap Show. UFC 279 is one day out. So many changes has happened in the past 24 hours, including Chamaya, aka Cumshot, gets overweight, over 8 pounds overweight, can't even fight Nate Diaz anymore. To me, that sounds like fear. He's scared of Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is the top G, triple OG. He's the top dog. And to me, Chamaya, it seems like he was scared. He didn't want to fight Nate when it came down to it. He didn't want to go up to his face, dude. So to me, we already know the story about Nate with dealing with Khabib's team. You know, Nate just ran up on his squad, slapped, I guess it was Khabib at the time, and his buddies were trying to do something to Nate. It was Nate against like 20 guys. So they end up kicking Nate out of the arena, right? Because he's watching his homie fight. So Nate's waiting outside for him, but his buddies ran off. That's how we know Nate is a real fighter. He doesn't care if he's outnumbered. He does not give a F, dude. We're talking about Nate Diaz, okay? Triple OG. I'm telling you what right now, Nate Diaz does not give a F. Even against Khabib. He even called Khabib out, called him a bitch. Like, dude, what are you going to do, Khabib? What are you guys going to do, Chamaya? Exactly. Chamaya's going to mess this up, dude. This is a great opportunity for this young man, 28 years old, and really just took it by storm in the past couple fights, got all this hype, and then you're going to come into this fight 8 pounds overweight, dude? Dude, this is unacceptable. I don't know if it was he did it on purpose or was it the brawl that happened with him and Kevin Holland back a couple days ago. Now they're matched up because everything just messed up because Chamaya wanted to go overweight. Was battling it, whatever. We can make so many excuses for it, but at the end of the day, I smell fear. I smell fear, and I seen it coming, dude. I just think Chamaya, yes, he is a good fighter. I'll give him that. He's fought one good fighter, Gilbert Burns. That's it. He's only been tested once. And yes, he did get rocked a couple times, got back up. But I just think, man, just to put him in the top 3 right now, dude, that's just ignorant, dude. That's just so much. That's just the media influencing everything. Everything's just building up. Hey, this guy's really legit, whatever. Come on, dude. Then when he wants to go up against Nate Diaz, a street fighter, an OG, really a true warrior, then all of a sudden he comes in 8 pounds overweight. To me, I'm not buying it, dude. So Chamaya, yes, he's matched up against Kevin Holland right now. Chamaya, he's minus 580 favorite, so he should win this fight. I think Kevin Holland, yes, they had a backstage brawl. I heard he got kicked. Something happened. I don't know. I just think overall, if you're Kevin here, you got to keep this fight on the feet. You got to. You do not want Chamaya to take you down. That's what he wants to do. That's Chamaya's strength, is wrestling. So, in his defense, you have to keep this fight standing. That's your goal. If I'm Kevin's coach, I'm telling him right now, the day before this fight, I'm saying, listen to me, keep your distance. He's going to take in, he's going to charge in, he's going to try to get you against the fence, he's going to try to take you down. He's going to try. And I'm telling you, keep your distance, hit and move, dude. Do not let him take you down if you're Kevin Holland. And Kevin really has a shot here. He has a shot to really upset Chamaya, which sounds crazy because I feel like Kevin, he does have good takedown defense at times. I just think this is a 5-round fight, and I think, it's really, Chamaya obviously is going to be favorite. I'll take Chamaya, but, I just think it's kind of bitch made of just coming in overweight, fighting Nate Diaz, the top dog, and then all of a sudden this stuff comes out. Dude, it's just petty, dude. It's just not being a true professional, and that's what it tells me. You got to make weight at 170. He comes in at like 178.5. Like, really, dude? Dude, you're literally 24 hours out from your biggest fight of your life. Chamaya, your biggest fight ever, dude, and you're gonna come in overweight. But you know what, Dana White, there's a reason he's the boss. There's a reason that the UFC is continuing to grow. They went with this on the fly. 24 hours, they got this done. Now it's Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson, 2 legends, and I think this is a great matchup. I think this is gonna be an all-time fight. I think it's gonna go decision. Honestly, I'm gonna go Nate. I'm gonna go money line Nate Diaz. He's plus 105 right now. Now, come fight time, this could be an even fight. It could be literally even betting on the money line. So I just think for Tony Ferguson, yes, he's lost, a significant amount of fights recently. So it's one of those, he's on a 4-fight losing streak. So obviously there, we could say that about Nate Diaz. He hasn't won many fights in the past 5 to 6 years, but he's won the fans over. That's what he's won, dude. He's won the pay-per-view buys. He's won all that. So I think for business wise of the UFC, on the business side, Dude, Nate Diaz is a cash cow. He's kind of like a McGregor right now, a huge UFC star. A lot of people know him. And I think, if Nate Diaz wins this fight against Tony Ferguson, I do think Nate will get his trilogy shot against McGregor. Everyone's golden boy in the UFC, Dana White's golden boy. I think that'll do huge numbers again. Nate Diaz, a trilogy fight versus McGregor. I would love to see that come, spring or summer of next year. I can't wait, but I'm not mad at all. I'm just kind of disappointed in Chimaev, just not being a true professional, not being ready for this moment, dude. You've been training for this for what, at least 2 months? At least, dude. So there's no excuses here. I just smell fear. I smell he didn't want to fight Nate, truly. He didn't, dude. And when he spoke Nate's name, just all disrespect, all this crap. And I just think overall, dude, I just think it's petty, dude. It's just petty. It's high school shit. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. Chimaev to me is immature still as a fighter to miss over 8 pounds, dude. There's no excuse here. There's no excuse whatsoever. But I'll give Chimaev, I'll take him in that 5-round fight. I'd love to see Kevin just absolutely knock him out. And that's possible. We have to understand in the fight game, especially in MMA, mixed martial arts, you have to understand all it takes is one shot and that's it, dude. Your lights are over with. One shot. We look at the Usman-Leon Edwards fight. One shot. One leg kick to the head. Boom. That's it. Lights out. That's all it takes is one mistake. So I think Kevin Holland can capitalize on some of the mistakes that Chimaev will make in this fight. I think Chimaev is just overconfident, overweight, just really not ready to me. So, but I'll still go Chimaev in that fight. Then we got Lee versus Daniel Rodriguez. A little shuffle as well. Daniel Rodriguez the favorite here. This is really a coin flip fight. I might just go Lee with the upset pick. This is definitely tough. I probably won't even touch this fight. I just think it's really evenly matched. So, I'll go out on a limb and go Lee with the underdog, but that'll be more a game time fight. But like I said, I'm not going to touch this fight. Johnny Walker's still on. I like him, and I like Irene. Irene's probably my lock pick. Her and Nate Diaz are my lock picks. Even though it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, lock picks this. This is my lock pick. It's tough. It's really tough to say this fight is going to win. You just don't know. It's just like similar betting on the NFL. You just do not know which team's going to show up, what players are going to show up, who's going to play. But the UFC, man, is just so different. And I'm glad Dana White and the UFC got this together and said, hey, you know what? We're going to rebound from this, okay? We're gonna rebound off Chimaev's mistake, his mental mistake, or whatever it was. And go, hey, Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. I think this is what the fans originally kind of wanted to see. They didn't want to see Nate Diaz versus Chimaev because it was a mismatch, is what they say. But I just think if Nate would have stood on the feet the whole time and not let Chimaev take him down, easier said than done. But if he would have passed that mission, I think Nate would have easily pieced Chimaev up and slapped him a couple times and said, you're my bitch now, okay, boy? You're my bitch, boy. 209 with the Stockton slap. Dude, I can't wait. We're going to see that. But, I think Nate really does respect Tony Ferguson, vice versa. I think both these fighters respect each other to the max, where they're not going to disrespect each other. Whereas if Nate fought Chimaev, you bet he would do the slapping. 100%, dude. He would slap him, dude. He would do it. That's just Nate Diaz for you. Nate Diaz has no fear, and I think that's one of his biggest threats in the UFC. Whereas we see some of these fighters say, oh, they don't have fear or whatnot, but deep down inside, some of them do have fear. Nate Diaz, I don't see any fear in Nate, dude. He's coming in to the octagon and throwing punches. Calling out some of the legends, calling out John Jones, saying he's a cheater with the steroids. Let's square up. I smoke weed, you do steroids, we'll square up in the middle. That's just Nate Diaz's mindset. That's what it's been, dude. Nate is a true warrior, dude. He will fight anybody at any given time, anywhere, dude. That's Nate. That's Nate for you, dude. His resume speaks for itself, and that's why he's became one of the biggest draws in the UFC right now, dude. I mean, he put on legendary fights after legendary fights. Yes, the Masvidal fight, he did kind of get dominated, and people even say to Leon Edwards until the last couple minutes. But, I just think overall, if this was a street fight versus these guys, Nate Diaz would be undefeated. We can say that. Even against Leon Edwards fight, he would have knocked out Leon Edwards eventually. Leon would have got tired out, gassed out, and Nate would have been bloodied up and still throwing punches, throwing combinations. That's Nate, though. That 100%. But, I'm still going to go Nate Diaz money line. I like that bet right now. Plus 105. Now, they might change come a couple hours before fight time. But I just think for Nate, man, this is his golden opportunity right now. Whereas Tony Ferguson, he's on a losing streak, and I think Tony Ferguson is a little bit closer to retirement. I really do. He's lost a pep in his step. He's not as quick. He's not as fast. Not as strong. I think Nate Diaz's stamina is really going to play a factor in this fight, and I think his reach. I think Nate Diaz is going to understand, I'm going to keep my reach against Tony, not let Tony do some crazy kicks, whatnot. I think Nate Diaz is going to mix it up, and I would love to see Nate Diaz throw in some leg kicks. I think this is going to be a battle of the ages. I think this is going to be one of the best UFC fights we have ever seen. I really do. Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson, they're going to live up to the hype. I cannot wait. They roll with everything here. I think what Dana White did in this 24-hour turnaround, the shuffle of the UFC 279, it was just one of them where it's like, how does Dana White pull this off? How do they make these moves like that? That's just Dana White. That's why the UFC is so successful right now, and it's continuing to grow. And people are tuning in and watching the UFC now, to whereas 10, 15 years ago wasn't as big as it is right now. So I think the UFC is super smart. Dana White's super smart, and I'm telling you what. So I like Chimaev beating Kevin Holland. I do like that pick. I really do, and I like Irene over Macy. I like that one, but most importantly, I like Nate Diaz money line over Tony Ferguson, and we can even say Nate Diaz even maybe get a guillotine in there or a submission. We know Nate Diaz is a great jiu-jitsu. I cannot wait. Nate Diaz is a top dog. Nobody wants to mess with Nate Diaz when it's just Nate Diaz in the street, But when it comes to the social media, everything, they want to attack Nate Diaz. I just think it's funny how it goes, but I'm Nate Diaz all the way. Team Diaz. It's UFC 279. It's the Cloud with Cam show. Let's go!